And then just the speeds. 100. Should do it. Right, now I just got to get this 6 lane over to there. Let's see. Hang on. Oh. Boy. Well, that water table snuck up on us a little bit, didn't it, eh? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe it's flown in the right direction, but... like, it is flowing in the right direction now, look at this. But there's a lot more of it. Thinking maybe we need to pull the water table back down over here. Okay, game, do you want to, like, finish messing around? Pull that down there. Pull this one down a little bit as well. And then let that flow through. Let's see what happens. It's all about trying to rebalance the map now. I mean, we could put a dam up, but a dam works best when there's like a substantial elevation change, really. And we don't really have it. Like, from here down to sea level is not like a big slope. It's just a gentle slope. Dams works well when you've got like water up here and it's flowing quite a lot of elevation. You can just dam it and then get the power from it. All a dam would do is just stop the water, really. It wouldn't do very much in terms of power. If we just get the water level right now, we can rebalance this. But it will take a bit of time for that to flow through. And in the meantime, people are going to move out and be very unhappy. Sneaky temporary solution. Oh boy, this is some substantial flooding. Oh my god. Yeah. That could take a while. Yeah, you can lower the bed of the river. The thing is about Skylines and water is, like, there's no quick solution to anything. You know, when I started focusing on that road over here, this was fine. And then over time, the water settles down again. So you have to make a change and then wait for the water to settle down, and it's going to take ages for this to settle down. You know, and it may not be enough. I may have to reduce the water level a bit more, but I won't know that for like another 10 minutes. So we'll just have to get on with our life over here. Look at this. Dear me. It's actually going into the train line. That's never good. Oh dear.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, I could do. We could just build a dam. Sorry, a series of canals and just live with it. Okay, so what we're looking for here is a 6 lane with grass coming off this thing. And And we're going to elevate up. Build over. Like that. And then try and make this look decent.
Welcome to the Nut House.
That's not too bad. Nice highway connection. Grindog, thanks for 4 months. And Martin MH, welcome to the NetHouse, Martin. Thank you for your support. I don't like the steep drops in Skylines. I prefer to have a gentle gradient. But that's a nice connection through there now. Still not happy with this, you know. Is that going down? Don't know. Just don't know. I think what I'm going to do is drop it down substantially and fix the problem. Because we're not really reliant on the water from here anymore anyway. We don't pump it. So we'll just get rid of the problem. It may start to backfill slightly, but it doesn't matter, and then we'll just rebalance it. But I need to stop the flooding. I'm trying to think what level it was on when I started messing about with it. So you can see the water level there, and you can see where it's currently at, and you can see how slowly that level moves down. That's how, until that reaches the sea level, the water won't equalise. Wow, I can't believe these guys are complaining about taxes. Taxes are too high at the Orchard residence. Macadamia Square. Let's have a look at your policies. Recycling, parks and recreation boost, education boost, and they're complaining about taxes. I'm like boosting their kids' education, and they're complaining about taxes. I make the parks look beautiful. I recycle all of their stuff, and all they can do is go, well, tax is a bit high. Have you missed some flooding? A little bit. Should we make it a VIP area? Make them feel important. Your tax rate is too high in the game. Oh, come on. People always say this. Look, 13%. I'll make it 12, alright? We'll make it 12 down the board. 12 and 9s. If I start losing money, though, I'm blaming you, alright? Sewage issues. Well, yeah. Because of the water issues, I think. Let's have a look. Sewage treatment. We could just put more money into the problem. Okay, we need more sewage treatment plants. What if we buy that? I think with some sewage treatments over here will be fine. Some power. So that puts us on. Okay, that's gone up a lot. We'll build some more of those water towers as well. Where were they now? There they are. Ah. I guess the flooding is causing other problems then. Wait, what? Where did that disconnection come from? Right, you can bring the budget back down. Electricity availability is getting bad. Right, how's the water level look? Oh my god, that's still bad, isn't it? Thing is, that is almost on non-existent now. I think maybe this one is causing problems. Oh, my life. Lesson learned. Don't mess with the water levels, just move the pumps. Because this has caused a lot of problem. It's going to take ages to fix this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is our leisure area. Oh my god. You can't even get to Nutterland anymore. It's like... Look at this. Central Park is completely flooded. And the water is actually flowing backwards, I think. Yes. It's flowing upstream. Why? I don't know. No, that's true. They can't complain about water shortage. Oh, man. I just love the way the kids just, you know, carry on playing. They can't get home, so they might as well. Cut off in Nutterland. Well, if I can't fix it, I'll have to load that save back in. But we'll see if I can fix it. I think it's starting to dissipate a bit. Look at the traffic. The traffic jam. Oh my god. What did you click into? A bit of a mess. Not really a disaster though. This is a self-made mess. Yeah, this is why the treatment isn't working. Because all the electric connectors are underwater. Hey, at least the planes are okay. So much water here, it's going to take ages. Wasn't there like a water pump or something? Isn't there a way they could just get rid of the water? Or was that just the outlet? Ugh. Yeah, I may have messed with the water. That may have happened. Thing is, I made this wider as well, if you remember. There's a lot of water here. You can see it physically, like, leveling out. It's like gelatin. Thing is, even when you cut off the water supply up here, you've got to wait for all of this to flow somewhere else.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
This is going down because that tower was underwater a minute ago. So that water is slowly but surely seeping back. Yeah, look, see it? It is actually receding. Cash losing. No, no. Trust me, the cash goes up and down, but generally it goes up. Master Jeff, 21 months, thank you. Here comes Nutquig. Tell you what, let's speed up time to maximum speed and see if this thing sorts itself out. I love the way they just sit here, like not one of them does a U-turn. They just patiently wait. I would have thought that would have dried up by now. Pumping surfaces, a fleet of vacuum trucks are sent to where there are flooded buildings in the city. Let me just put one of these things down and see what happens. Let me just put it down there for a second. I want to see this in action. Yeah, they're dispatching the yellow trucks. They look like school buses to me. I don't know where the heck they're going though. You would have thought they would immediately go and pump the water here, but no. Have you considered downloading an LUT and a map theme? What do you mean? An LUT and a map theme? I love how they just drove off and don't deal with the problem. See, they're actually coming through here now. Progress is being made. Can they pump the water if it's not right near a road? I don't know. You would have thought the roads would have some kind of priority. Okay, kind of looks like the water's stabilized here. I don't think it's moving that way too much. Yeah, there you go. So it's not flowing up this way anymore. And the water going to Nutterland is nearly gone. But obviously damage has been caused, so we need to rebuild the town here. But that's fine. They'll move back in. They're now dry again. That's good. Which means the water table has settled down up here nicely. Which is good. So we're getting there. A colour correction and a map theme from the Steam Workshop. There is both a map theme tab and a LUT tab. Okay, so what's the colour correction designed to fix? And a map theme, this is a custom map, but it's not a custom theme, if that's what you mean. I take it the theme alters the buildings, or does it alter the style? Because I've played a few different custom maps. It's getting there. Slowly getting there. Okay. Traffic is flowing. Low land value. Can't blame me for that. I think they don't like that personally. That'll sort itself out. A colour correction and a map theme from the workshop. Make the game look more realistic. The theme alters the grass, gravel, concrete, etc. textures. Yeah, must admit, I don't think I've used that. Equally though, I've never really found the need to, but I need to see a screenshot to see what it's like.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Okay, I think the water has reached a stage of equilibrium again. I think we're okay. It appears to be flowing in the right direction and is not destroying half the city. So that's a good thing, I think. A little bit of flooding here still, but we're okay. We're alive. Maybe that band I could do with being a bit more. Oof. Not really sure how I just caused that. I stuck more land out. Oh dear. Death X Rose has gifted a sub to Christoph Berger. Welcome, Christoph. Death X, thank you for gifting another sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Post a screenshot. Just need to get permission off a mod to post a link, and then yeah. Can't believe this is flooded. Look at this. I would have thought these would have been back online by now. Interesting. Is there a way to raise the water level, or do you have to raise the land under it? No, down here, you can change the sea level, or you can adjust the water sources. So the game has like a level of the sea, which is that one, which is the overall level. And then there's this one here where you can basically, let's say you want to build, like I did over here, you want to build a bit of water or whatever. So you dig a hole in the ground, go to wherever you want to build a water thing, just dig a hole in the ground, like that, and then get your water thing, grab one of these water sources here, basically put it inside and then lower it down to the level you want it, like that. But you have to be quick, otherwise derpiness happens. And then you just wait for the gloopiness to settle down, which it eventually will. As you can see, water in Skylines is a bit weird. So yeah, just, put it down to where you want it. And of course, what you've got to watch out for is if you make any changes to land around it, then the water will kind of flow into it. And because it's a water source, it's basically like infinite water. So if you make changes like to land and you just sit back and wait, it'll basically spread itself out. Mr. Gibbons with a year. 1 year. Mr. Gibbons, thank you so much. Happy anniversary. You gold cap, you. Hope you're well. So then the last thing you want to do probably is then get the trees out of there. Because you don't really want to have trees growing in water. That looks a bit weird. You do that. And then you got yourself a homemade lake. That's how the water works. Let me have a look at that screenshot. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I see. They've got like different color tables. So basically, it's just color correcting, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. Which one of them is the original Skylines then? Are you doing any racing in week 13, Mr. Gibbons? Or are you kind of staying clear of that carnage? Hey, Matthew, I'm fine. It would drastically improve the look of your game. Okay. I'm teaching people how to flood the city and get away with it. I like it. You've been doing some week 13 on the new M8. What do you think of it? I've noticed everybody's been driving the M8. Like, everybody has been driving the M8. Which is what week 13's for, fair enough. But I've also seen a lot of carnage. HDR's added so much to iRacing visually. Actually, I've not seen that. I've not seen the... Did they actually improve the graphics then, the rendering? Devil Duck, welcome back. Couldn't find any VRS Nordschleife Enduros in the schedule, Mr. Gibbons. Which I'm a bit disappointed about because I thought they follow the real world ones and they start in March, don't they, in real world? Yeah, I'll post a link. Has the Nordschleife VRS been canned now? That's a bit of a disappointment if it has. I'm not eating. VRS Endurance is coming back this season. Oh, so they're gonna add it to the schedule as we go along then? But they've not added it yet. Because I want to do some of the Enduro on Nordschleife.
Happy
It's fun.
anniversary, Nutter.
Wait, where's this patch of water come from randomly? What's all that about? I didn't authorise that. Okay, flowing, flowing, flowing in the right direction, flowing, complaining, flowing. I think we fixed it. I think we've fixed it. It all looks good to me. We have good availability, no flooding. Fresh drinking water, I think. Chocolate's over there. Drinking water's over here. All is good. Kellen, how you doing? I think we'll save that, 186k. We can actually carry on with our life. Let me have a look at that link. Oh, blimey. Oh yeah, the cars look nice actually. Yeah, the rendering on the car looks really nice. Is it just the car that's changed, or like in terms of the rendering, or have they actually changed the landscape rendering? Now that actually looks, because that was always the criticism, wasn't it, of iRacing, like from the Project Cars people. They'd always look at iRacing and laugh. Ha ha ha, you're rendering, you know. Whereas now it actually looks pretty decent. And now they can just laugh at the damage model and collision detection instead. Oh, what's going on here then? I'm not sure what's going on now. The whole surroundings, nice. So in the last 6 months, they've basically like added day-night cycle and HDR, which is great. I really, really wish they'd fix the damage though. That's the one thing that can affect a race.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I might have to give it a bash, go for some week 13 fun. Try out the M8. Black Falcon with 30 months. 1974 Connor is almost on 3 years. Thank you, Connor. What's my plan here, I wonder? Get some shops down there. New damage models coming soon. They keep saying that though, don't they? But then you'll just get damage from debris on track from others that have crashed. That's true. That's very true. Also, when you're like in Skip Barber, your wheel's going to ping off. Yeah, because at the moment you can often hobble your way around the track even though you've got the black flag with the orange dot in it. I suspect you won't be able to do that when the new model comes out. Your car won't even move. But that's going to create a separate problem, isn't it? Like, your car's going to be sat on the track and you can't move. But that's racing. So...
Welcome back, Nutter.
I just don't like you get touched. Somebody just touches you and like an entire section of your car crumples in. That just really annoys me. Omsi fan, Blensko, welcome back. Let's go, sorry.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Right, so I'm quite happy to have that as an industrial thing. I think we'll put some trees up over here. Like down there, like that. Wow, look at this. It thinks that's industrial damage. It's a floodplain. That's why you like to drive the LMP1. Literally everything is repairable apart from the floor. Didn't know that. Why can't you make the mini roundabouts that we have in the UK? With just a blob of paint on the road? I'll be honest, I don't like those. Do you do all your tests for the PPL on the same day? Medical? Wait, you're talking, if you're talking about the medical, you book your appointment, you go there, they'll normally ask you to, you know, give a urine sample at the start. Then you'll go through all your tests, and while that's happening, they'll be checking your urine sample. And then they'll tell you whether you're okay or not. It all happens, like, you're only there for an hour and a half or something, maximum. Let's see. This is an interesting sort of tranche of land here. We could either have... So I don't really want to join through to there. I think that should have its own thing. Could build off that. With some homes, maybe. Don't you just drive over the mini roundabouts? I think it... A lot of people do. A lot of people don't go round a mini roundabout. They just drive over the big painted blob. Devil Duck. Wait, what? 13 months? And that's the reason I don't like them. Because they're a bit kind of... not a roundabout, not a junction. It's like having a T-junction that isn't a T-junction. It behaves like a roundabout but looks like a junction. And people get really confused by it. You don't know what just happened. You got a 13-month resub. Misty, good night. Like a round speed bump. Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm going to take this road. It's a nice little road here. 2-lane with a grass. My Steam just disconnected. I don't know about anybody else's, but my Steam has now gone offline, as if the Steam network's gone offline. Yours did too, right? So it's Steam then. RIP Steam 2019. Wait, where's this road? There it is. You restarted your computer and everything worked again. That was a very quick restart, Guzzy. Let's build a nice road. It's a residential road, so we'll have four-lane with decorative grass. Why not? Why not? Don't like that land elevation much. Maybe if we get this elevation to meet that one a bit, like that. Actually might go tree lined. This is the, let's put some trees down here. Let's keep that going there. Come on, game. You've finished. We won't build there. If your Steam is gone, press F5. Okay. Pressed F5, nothing happened. Retry connection. Okay, I think my Steam's back online. Or is it? Actually, I don't know. Wow. My Steam says, like, it's got my friends list and it hasn't got their avatar, their name or anything. It's just got a whole lot of question marks and offline, as if their back end has just gone rip. Right, this has to change here. This can't stay like this.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Sorry, this, not that, this. I'm not happy about that. I might just restart my Steam. Oh, I can't restart Steam because I'm playing. Yeah, it's just, it's gone proper confused. Shift tab to log back in. Control shift tab for me, why then? Yeah, you see, I can't go offline or online or anything. If we're trying to sign back in, it's just nope. Yeah, I don't like shift tab because there's certain games, Whiteland. There's certain games where you can press tab to do one thing and shift tab to do another. And if you're playing such games, you end up with a Steam overlay instead. So I added the control key, so I use control shift tab, and that's not used in the game. Such games should not be on Steam. Oh yeah. Let's see. This is still really badly floated, look at it. Okay. There's a nice little residence area here. Anarchy now. Greetings from Finland, first time on your stream, but a YouTube subscriber for now. Keep up the good work. Welcome to Twitch. Thank you for following. Steam is broken, by the way. I don't know how you're managing to play. Because I'm still in the game. You're buying Factorio. It's very cool. Dude, it is very cool. Ask Whiteland. Might leave this, you know. Let's put that there instead. Would have been spaceman at this point. We all know why then. Whenever I play Factorio midweek, you're always like, oh, I've got work the next day, I can't play. I did no such thing, Wyland. Is Factorio difficult to learn? Factorio learning never ends. You never stop learning that game. But it does have a bit of a learning curve to get going, yeah. You kind of land on the planet and go, what the heck do I do next? Nope. Nope. Leave that. Right, let's put some water down. When you start Factorio at midnight, it's too late for me to join midweek. I didn't start Factorio at midnight. You could have played Whiteland. I started playing, what time was it? Whiteland? 8:30 we started playing. Where was you? Where was you? Pretty much remember you saying I'll be going to bed shortly. And that was 8:30. You got 1,000 hours in Factorio and you're still learning. Yep. 8:30 for you. That's 9:30 for you, Whiteland. 9:30. You are not on plus 3 or 4 hours from me. Got a bit of an edge there. Just in case, you know, just in case flooding should happen at some point. I'm sure it won't.